Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to speak against the motion that we are growing as economy without human development. Well, now that my worthy opponent has perpetuated his ideas and manipulated our idiosyncrasies, I would like to debunk all the fallacies. Let's go back in time, wherein let's talk about Indus Valley civilization, let's talk about the time when we were colonized, and let's talk about the time when Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh took over the country, the state, and the financial aspects. During the time of Indus Valley civilization, that is 2800 BC to 1800 BC, we had agrarian trade and agrarian economy, wherein people were all dependent upon the agriculture. The labor was divided and the family's income was equally distributed among every member. Let's go further beyond in time when colonized East India Company took over India. Yes, we went through a lot of famines, we went through farmers' suicides, we went to high rates of taxes and revenues, but then Mahatma Gandhi took over and it led to further changes in the development. We had free trade, we had more flexible economy, we had more flexible rate of financial aspects. Now let's come to time 1991 when Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister and Manmohan Singh was the Finance Minister. They let go of the license Raj. They made the trade more flexible. They opened up aspects and prospects for financial stability amongst countries and amongst the states. In present times, many of us and many of my worthy opponents propounded on the fact that there is no human development as per se, and we are only growing in terms of economy. I would like to disagree. If we look at the graph, we have never had a stagnant graph. We never had a disintegrating graph. On the contrary, we had a slightly smooth, straight slope graph wherein we always developed in terms of economics and in terms of human development. Talking about sanitation facilities, talking about education, talking about all the other aspects which are included in the human development, this state is an entity in its unison and not independent of other aspects. If we talk about only political parties or the government taking over and responsible for all the other aspects in society, be it education, be it sanitation, be it the proper employment, I would say that we as an individual play an equal role in that aspect as well. One of my opponent, they took up the topic of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Many others took up various topics. It also depends upon the families and the individual to accept the facilities that has been provided by the government to us. If we talk about doctors, if we talk about medication facilities, every doctor has a task to at least go to certain areas, certain rural areas, and they are given a number of people that they need to handle. It is there, be it a private doctor or be it a government doctor. Talking about the education line, 50% of the seats have been increased in the medical line. The seats have been increased so that the country should get more medical facilities. And in terms of research work, we have come across many medical transformations throughout the history. Earlier, we didn't have medicines for certain diseases through which people suffered, but now, at this point of time, every rural place at least has 2 to 3 medical clinics which is open now 24/7 for every woman, every child, every male. Let's talk about Victorian England, 18th century. Their position at that point of time had a huge gap between the rich and the poor. And the current time of India is similar. But we are developing, we are a populated country, and it will take time for us to achieve that stature in life. With this, I would like to conclude and I would like to quote that if economy is disembodied from the society, it will eventually lead to disaster. Thank you.